I'm going for an evening walk. So this is around where I live. It's kind of like this. So this strip of small restaurants, they're called izakayas in Japanese. So a lot of businessmen, after they come from work, they'll come here and buy like fried chicken and chicken wings. This is a ramen place. So yeah, a lot of, especially people who live alone, especially guys, after work they'll come to these little bars. They're kind of bars slash food places. So this is another one. I think this is more like Chinese food. Yeah, so this is my area. This is a Family Mart, which is one of the newsagents, I guess we'll say in England, for convenience stores. So convenience stores in Japan are actually really convenient. You can do lots of things, pay your bills, you can actually buy some good food there. Do your photocopying, your faxing, buy coffee. Yeah, there's lots of different things that you can do in convenience stores that you can't do in America or in England, I would say. So yeah, there's like a sunsetting up above, and my place is next to this huge, I guess this is like a train tracks, the overhead tracks. So one of the major lines that goes to Tokyo passes through this line, so it's called the Saikyo line, which goes to places like Ikebukuro, Shinjuku, Shibuya, Ebisu. So the very big stations in Tokyo. So it's one of the most packed train lines to ride on in the morning during rush hour. So I normally ride the ladies only car, which is the first carriage of each train between, I guess, 7 a.m. and 9 a.m. So the first carriage is reserved for women only. So it tends to be a little less hectic, a little less crowded. So I'm just going up these stairs. So you can see the stairs, and then this kind of flat surface is for bicycles. So if you have a bicycle, you can wheel a bicycle along this flat part of the staircase. So this is a little bridge, and underneath is a river. Maybe you can kind of see it down here. It's a bit dark now. But that's the river down there. My place is on the other side of the river. It's also a bit dark, but this white building is actually the local city hall. So this is where I come to do all my business. So if I need to renew my health insurance or pension, those kinds of things, I come here. So it's a very important building. And on the very top, I don't know if you can see, there's like a speaker system going on. So we have various announcements throughout the day. So if there's something important that's happening, or if like the weather's not good, or whatever the city needs to tell us, it'll be announced through those speakers. So I can hear it very clearly because my apartment is really nearby and the speakers are super loud. And then every day around 2:30, they basically announce about children going home from school, because a lot of especially the first graders finish school at 2:30. So they're like, oh, please go home safely, and yeah, something along those lines. So that's City Hall. And then yeah, you can see the train coming along. Oh, I think, oh no, it's a regular train, I think, because the bullet train also passes along these tracks. So the bullet train that goes to Aomori, which is where I used to live when I first came to Japan. So Aomori is northern Japan, the northern part of Honshu Island. So Japan is a series of different islands. There's 3 main islands, and Tokyo is on Honshu Island, which is the main island. And then the northern tip of Honshu Island is Aomori Prefecture, which in English is Blue Forest, the Blue Forest Prefecture. So that's where I used to live. So the bullet train that passes along these tracks goes to my first home. So it's actually really convenient because 2 stops from my house is the bullet train station. So I normally get on the train there and get off the train there when I come back. So it's called the Hayabusa Shinkansen, and it takes about 3.5 hours from here, from Saitama to Aomori. So it's very, very fast, inconvenient. So I was there in April for a friend's church dedication ceremony. My friend is a missionary up there from Australia, and she planted a church. So that was the church building dedication was in April. So I went there, and then I'm going back in August just to relax and take a rest, because Aomori is very nice and cool in summertime, and Tokyo is super, super hot as it is today. So I mainly just go out in the evenings because it's so hot during the day. I mean, today I actually went out to Western Tokyo for afternoon tea birthday party for a Japanese friend. So the Western Tokyo area is cooler because it has mountains, surrounded by mountains. But where I live, it's basically city and flat and very, very hot. So I avoid going out if I'm just home. But evening is today is kind of cool, and it's there's a nice breeze. So I thought, oh, let me go out for a walk after dinner. Yeah. So yeah, this is a little park. So sometimes during the day, kids are playing around here. So I like greenery, so I try to be in the green place as much as I can. Having grown up in England, where it's just so nice and green, lots of grass. Japan, there's barely any grass. So I really miss grass. So across here, oh, this way for the cars. And actually down here is the local immigration office. So the immigration office, which is here, is actually the Saitama Prefecture branch of the main immigration office in Tokyo. So whenever I need to renew my resident card, I don't need to go to Tokyo. I can just come here to Saitama. It's only about like less than 10 minutes walk from my place. So it's really convenient. It's safe to cross. Okay. Yeah, so it's basically this building is the immigration office. So it's very handy, and it's less crowded than going to Tokyo. And then coming up here on the left is one of my favorite ramen restaurants. I'm not a big fan of ramen, but I do like the ramen from this restaurant because it's not as heavy. It's like thinner noodles. So it's Niigata ramen. So Niigata is a prefecture in western Japan, northwestern Japan, by the Sea of Japan. And they have really delicious rice and delicious ramen. So I like coming here. It's very popular. It's really busy in there right now. And during lunchtime, there's usually like long lines, especially on the weekends. People just waiting outside. So this is what it's called. Yeah, it's pretty nice. So I like coming here. So yeah, this is my little walking tour. So I think I'm gonna end here and go back home. I'm gonna eat some cheesecake for dessert. So I thought, let me at least walk off my dinner before I eat dessert. So have a nice evening from Saitama, Japan. This is July 2nd, 2022.